All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make videos using iMovie. So there's two different methods that I use to create videos. The first method is the one take method. So if I have a longer video that I want to piece together, sometimes if I'm feeling super confident, I will just turn on my screen recorder and I will record the entire video in one take. So the example I have for that is right here. So these are actually this set right here, this 5-part series plus this one take. They're actually the exact same content. One I recorded like individual chunks of information, and then the other one is one long take. There's pros and cons to doing it either way. If you're comfortable with video editing, doing the one take method could be faster. You just have to kind of pull out the stuff that you don't want. Whereas the segmented approach allows you to piece together little chunks. Sometimes, if you're new to recording, it will help decrease the amount of mistakes that you make, or slip ups or tangents that you go on. So, let me show you how I would do the piece together method, because that I think is the best for beginners. And then I'll show you how to do some editing with a longer chunk of video. So, I use a Mac. And so iMovie is the video editing platform that I am most comfortable with. It is free. It's part of the App Store. When you have a Mac, you can do it on your iPad or you can do it on a computer. If you don't know where to find iMovie, you just need to go to your Launchpad, and iMovie is this icon right here with the purple star. If you don't see it, then head to your App Store and make sure that it's downloaded onto your device. So I've already opened iMovie. This is what it looks like. Obviously, you can see I have a bunch of projects already working on here. So I'm going to create a new project by clicking here to iMovie. So once you open up iMovie, you're going to select New, and then it's going to give you an option to select a movie or a trailer. You want to create a movie. Trailers are super fun, and I like doing trailers with students, but that's not what this video is about. So we're going to hit Movie here. And now we have our screen, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see what we're working with here. Okay, so let's take a tour really quickly. This is where all of your media clips are going to go. Down here in this bottom half of the screen, this is where you will do all of your dragging and dropping, editing, clipping, rearranging of your clips. And then up here in the top right-hand side, this is where your preview window will be. So if at any point you want to preview the work that you've done, you will find that here. So to add media to my video so I can get started, I've got all of these clips over here that I have recorded in preparation for this. I'm going to click here to import media. And I added these to my desktop so they would be easier to find. And if you want to, you can hit Command and click at the same time, and you can highlight more than one video. And then I'm going to import selected. When you screen record using a Mac, it will automatically name the file with like a time and date stamp. One of the things that I do to keep organized is to immediately go in and rename what that video is. So it's easier for me when I'm doing this step here. So as you can see, when I hover over the clip, it'll give me like a brief preview on the right hand side, even though this video isn't part of my overall clip, just so I can see what's in that video. And I'm going to drop this video in. And so now I can see here's my video, the beginning and the end. So now I want to drag and drop my second clip. Scroll over, I'm going to drag and drop my third clip, my fourth clip, and then my final clip. And as I drag all those clips in, it's going to continue adding up my time. So right now I'm up to 10 minutes and 47 seconds. And I can, reduce that by cutting out video if I wanted to, and go through and kind of see everything here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So over here next to settings, I've got this little bar. If I click over, it'll make my editing screen bigger or smaller. So I can really dive in and see details about my video. So you can see here, this bottom part section the top is the video, and the bottom is actually the sound bar. When I import just video, the video and the sound are going to be connected. One of the cool things that you can do with iMovie, and this is kind of a next level skill, is you can actually separate the audio and the video. So let's say the video is good, what you're doing is good, but the audio isn't right, the voiceover isn't correct. You can actually separate the two and re-record voiceover. I actually do that quite a bit. But really all I want to do for this video, I want to keep it super simple. I want to get rid of this dead space. So there's always a little bit of a delay between when I start my screen recording and when I can start talking. And I never know how long that's going to be. So I usually just take a couple of deep breaths before I start talking. And you can see there's dead space right here. So starting at this 0 mark, going all the way to about right here, I can see this is where I start talking. So it's about 3 seconds of dead space. Does it really matter? Can I leave that there? Yeah, you can, but I'm going to show you how to clip it anyways. So as I'm using my mouse kind of scrolling through this, what I'm creating is my playhead. So wherever I click, or I can click and drag. So if I click here, my playhead is moved to this 5-second mark. Now my playhead is over here at this 3-second mark. So I'm going to put my playhead right here, right before I start talking. And then I'm going to right click. And then I can split my clip or I can trim to playhead. My favorite way to do this is just to split the clip and then I'll delete the section that I don't want. So this is just going to take my big long clip and it's going to split it into 2 pieces. So now I have this chunk, and now I can select this chunk here and I can hit delete on my keyboard to make it go away. So now I've trimmed off 3 seconds of dead space on my video. So all of my videos linked together are 10 minutes and 44 seconds. I could continue doing that if I wanted to, just trimming out dead space, but that's not really the point of this video. It's just how do I very quickly, pull together all of these video clips that I want to make into one big video. You can also do this on your phone with iMovie or on an iPad as well. And again, I can use this little zoom button here to zoom in or out to see all of my clips side by side. So you can see I've got another big chunk of dead space right here. So that could be a potential space that I could go in and clip out some dead space too, or even speed it up. I'm not going to worry about that for right now. We're just going to call this good. So now that I'm all finished with my video, I'm going to go back out to projects. It's going to prompt me to rename my video. So I'm going to name it multi-clip video, just so I remember which one this is, and hit OK. And now here's my video right here. My next step, if I click these 3 dots here and I can go to share project, I can share via email, YouTube, Facebook, or file. The most consistent method for me is just to share via file. So when I click file, it's going to take a minute because this is a whole 1.5 gigs. So don't expect it to be instant. I can adjust format, resolution, quality, all of this fun stuff here. As soon as I click next, it's going to ask me where do I want to save this? Documents, desktop, downloads, wherever. I'm going to save mine to my desktop so it's really quick and easy for me to find. And I'm going to hit save. And now if I look in the upper right-hand corner of my screen, I can see this little circle. And as it processes this video and saves it to my desktop, then that video, that little circle will start to fill up again. Once I'm all finished, if I want to put that video in OneDrive or in a Google Drive, all I would need to do is open up the folder where I want the video to go. I'm going to use Google Drive as an example since that's what I have open right now. And then I would just go to New, File, Upload, and I would upload that video. And you can see I have a bunch of video clips in this folder already. So that's how I would get it online. The other option would be, you could put it on Vimeo or YouTube, whatever. For this particular video, since we're shooting this for the C3 conference, you'll put it in the OneDrive link that Josh shared with you, and that way he will have access to load it into our online course system.